Hello, welcome back, my delicious friends. It's Hearts of Iron 4 time again. Back into Kaiserreich. I haven't played this in ages, like in a year or so. I'm going with Russia this time. I played here Gandhi already, and I played the French. And I will go for Russia this time. And go Soviet, because why not? I think that's a pretty good idea, isn't it? It looks also like crap. Let's see what we can do here to get our provinces back. That is my declared goal here, to get all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or whatever. And maybe parts of Finland. That's my goal. We end in a world war anyway, so let's see how that works out. And national populists. We could actually go fascists here, but I don't think that's a wise idea. But we see. Fighting land war in Asia. Yeah, well, that was a good idea. Thank you indeed, Kaiserreich team. Yes. Yeah, I want to know everything. Yeah. And the usual start of this game. Let's see about everything. We have only 3 research slots, which is not really great. It's 36, obviously. Artillery would be nice. Our doctrines are very hard to research. Wasn't that the case? Wasn't it? Yeah, here, plus 72%. It's horrible. Industry and research first, I say. Let's get these up. Synthetic oil I don't really need. Let's get construction. We construct some stuff first off. Which will be civilian factories. Let's industrialize this shit. Like that. Sounds good. Nothing else. Production. Oh god. Submarine 2. Yes, I don't care. And we have F6, I think it was. No. It's now P. Okay. We have a fleet here. Bullshit. It is. I don't speak Russian. This is destroyer and this is submarine, so they go to... Let's make a little sub behind this. I have the submarine fleet gone here, and this goes to Severny Flotilla. Here we go. And then let's get rid of that. Backcrigs era tanks. Is this really a good idea? Producing a bit of everything, which is kind of nice. Of course, we have no rubber, but that's okay. And we have unassigned divisions. Sure. Let's do the division stuff. Do I even need that? Bullshit. This is just 10 infantry units. Yes, here. I cannot assign it to that. I have no idea. They're all, yeah, Hohenzollern, they're all Hohenzollerns and Habsburg Lothringen and everything. can see here the alliance. It's pretty horrible. There we go. This is the large front line. Nope. Why? That works. No. I don't get it, but it's okay. I've changed some things, obviously. Have here more or less cavalry. Okay, cavalry reader, that's fine. Get some dudes here, here, and here. It's not that important right now. Basically like that. And safeguard that. You guys... You actually go on in this group. Yes. Misclicked there for a while. And I only have like... I'm so angry now. Anyway, I have here Field Marshal Anton Denin or whatever. Now it works, perfect. I clicked on the wrong guy. Except for like this guy. Okay, you go here too. You are already with this guy. We have too many. Cancel. Put these guys into this group. Okay. Yes. Yes. Better. Good. That works. You make another one for this. And this will be the guys on the far right. Give yeah, right here this guy, Wrangler. Sure. And we give this order to him. This order to these guys. Oh, this is one line. Okay, that's fine. I can have 30 guys, which is actually kind of good. And we take this entire line here. Put it under him. We give that to Index Ruff. Is this actually a part of me? Kind of, yes. Ah. Okay. Good, I think. So let's go for the actual national faction thingy. Focus. And let's open the energy drink because that's what I do. god, this is so much stuff. Resolve the syndicalist Ukraine problem, okay. Political expansionism. We could go democratic basically. He joins international. Oops, I just clicked outside the window there for a second. For this, I basically need one of both. New global alliance, I don't think that's a wise idea. Can I take anything here? At the moment? Restore the proletarian dictatorship. That sounds like a good idea. Well, guess that's a time tick for a mile. A troubled history, here we go. After the October Revolution, anti-Bolshevik forces started to consolidate across the former Russian Empire, leading to a massive rebellion against the Soviet Republic in Siberia, the Don and Kuban, which is not Cuba, but is there. Steps during the middle of 1918. The White Movement made considerable gains, but could not defeat the well-placed Red Army, which dominated Russian industrial heartland and transportation networks. The war changed when the German Empire, fearing the success of a dangerous ideology, intervened on behalf of the Whites, which is interesting because they actually supported Lenin in real life, gave him money to do his revolutions thing to actually knock Russia out of the war, which is an interesting and very effective tactic. Brest-Litovsk, yes, which happened. That's why they all have this stuff now. And then apparently the revolution failed. And I have to turn up the game audio because my cat is hissing in the background. Is generally being a dick. Yes. Recklessly unstable. Yes. And let's go for this. Can we attack anything? No. Come here, Kitty. Come here on your chair. Let's see how this works out, shall we? Here we go. Russian Constitution of 1918, signed in 19, roughly a year after the fall of Nicholas II. The Russian Constitution defines the country political institutions. The executive branch consists of the State Duma, elected every 5 years, and the Senate, consisting of senior noble statesmen and scholars. The executive branch is divided into the office of the president, elected every 6 years by the Senate, and the Council of Ministers. That's peachy. I can't start anything. It's just something I can take. Doesn't seem that way. Let's just build some shit then. Oops. The assassination of Kerensky. Hi. The sounds of gunfiring across the capital, Alexander Kerensky, which is also the name in Battletech, a game I really didn't like. As the succession wars break out, this guy was named Alexander Kerensky as well. Chief of the armed forces of the Inner Sphere. But that's entirely different universe, I guess. Maybe not. We don't know. And shot dead. Shot and killed by an assassin. Oh, I'm toast. Okay. That is bad. Against instability. Very bad. Russian economy. Yes, after the end of the Russian Civil War in the early 1920s. In early 1920, not 2020s, the Kerensky government attempted to recover the economy using a mix of socialist economic theories and the proposition of cadets and its supporters of the Russian capitalists. Kerensky organized the de facto redistribution of the land among the Russian peasants and restored private land ownership, which is the middle ground, I guess. It then got reserve of the Russian Empire, which during the Civil War was under Kolchak's control and later transferred to the Petrograd. Kerensky introduced a new currency and launched the new economic policy NEP. It's basically the same in America with the New Deal. Who was that? It was not Johnson. Wasn't this Roosevelt? I actually don't know. Sorry, Americans. Anyway. Blah, 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 but he's no toast. Okay. Okay, we have to wait a bit more, I guess. There's decision tree. As the Senate is currently the chef boss right now. National focus bypass President Kennedy. Kerensky. What? Just a placeholder, was it now? Yes, it was. Okay. What? No, he's gone. I clicked apparently on something. And can I take this? Mm-hmm. Which is okay. Alash, oops. To declare independence, okay. Demonstration assumes power. Wherever that is. Oh, come on. Dimitri assumes power after the death of Kerensky in the Winter Palace of Petrograd wasn't vacant for long. Grand Duke Dmitry Pavlovich. So his father's name is Pavlov. Romanov, really? With the help of an old aristocrat, the new finances controls the biggest economy in the world. Okay. Not economy, country in the world. As his royal ancestors did before the revolution. Okay, here is basically the Tsar again. Boris Stürmer dies. One of the Russian most experienced politicians. Memento Mori, yes. Okay, that just went away. Interesting. I like this mod so much. I like alternative history even. This is just all the planning stuff and shit. Oh, I want this. Kremlin project. Seriously? Well. And let's pause this, please. Through Carter, Mussolini, Raspberry, and other interested parties arrived in Birmingham today to discuss a common ground. Mussolini, really? It's been agreed that Marxism, socialism, national syndicalism all share basic principles of state primacy and socialist struggle. He's a socialist now, interesting. If it's even the same guy. The charter of the socialist state is a final state of human development, and is that democracy is not necessarily to achieve socialism. Aha. Well. This statement has drawn great criticism from other socialist factions who gave the name totalism. Yeah. Let's play on totalitarian socialism, which is obviously bad. Appointing a prime minister. Can I shift in direction market liberals? The childhood friend. Let's do it. Why not? What could possibly go wrong with this? Edward VIII, crowned as King of Britain. George V, the last King of Great Britain and Ireland, to have ruled the home isles themselves has passed while in exile in Canada. Okay. The first Windsor King has... His reign shall be remembered with sorrow and sadness, as during this Britain lost both the Welkrieg and its homeland. The crown is inherited by Edward, Prince of Wales, who now styles himself Edward the Eighth. King Edward is a vengeful and ambitious man. Sure. He's pretty pissed. The King's Speech. Nice play. I'll give you that. And I... Still unassigned divisions though. No. How could I, they changed that a bit, which is a bit annoying for me right now. This is just shifting that. No. Oh, they already... Okay, they're on the way. Never mind. Low manpower, which is bad. And insufficient resources is fine. How is our deployment status? Enforcement is pretty shit. Have to build a lot of guns. We must increase austerity measures. It's not a good idea. Anyway, during the Berlin Conference in November 1935, the Germans forced us to repay the remaining part of Weltkrieg war indemnities agreed upon. God, I hate these guys. 1 year earlier than expected, which has put the government in a delicate position. The current budget of 1936 is already stretched to a bare minimum, and if we are to pay the accursed Teutons, which is me, the cabinet sees no other alternative to imposing harsh austerity measures. Yeah, it's going to fuck up everything. Okay. Oh god. What could possibly go wrong with this? We still cannot check anything, can we? Nope. No profits from the legation cities. Following the 1926-7 intervention in China and the Treaty of Nanjing, signed in November of that year, foreign traders was left to the richest cities of the coast under the joint control of the world powers owning interest in China. The independence of this consortium of cities was guaranteed by 8 powers: Australasia, Austria, Canada, Germany, everyone. Okay. Which is basically this. Don't even ask. That's actually one of their plans. Good. What? National is hard for Russians and for us, senators, but I have to admit that with the murder of Kerensky, the history finally gave us a real chance to restore order in the country, but what we have to do is not against Russia. But what we have to do is to be united against this radical Duma. What? Filled with national populists and syndicalist fanatics. That's why I asked you about from Russian modernization. The power of the Senate should be used as an iron fist in a velvet glove. With these words, the former Grand Duke Dmitry Pavlovich and now head of the Senate Dmitry Romanov demand an approval of this plan, which called the National Our Deal. Okay, according to this program, the powers of the State Duma should be limited while the Senate will launch the reorganization of the Russian internal policy. Okay. Sissy? It's not good. Reorganization of internal police? Sure. Unlocked something. Ties with Bulgaria. It seems Bulgarians have approached us. Attempt to foster relations between all nations. Here, these guys. Yeah, sure. Trade is always good. On the 3rd February 1960, Berlin Stock Exchange stopped sinking. It plunged, fueling by the instability of the market panic. Selling erupted as soon as the stock market opened on Monday morning. This was basically Black Friday. Or what is it? Friday? I think so. It took well into the night for the teleprinters to stop spotting out the results of what became known as a Black Monday. But the results has been analyzed. It was clear the situation has only got worse. The shock of this unprecedented economic catastrophe will no doubt be felt over the entire world. German golden age ended for now, at least. My God! Okay, that's good. We can have a national focus now, though. Stop doing that. Afghanistan declared war. Electoral gridlock in France. Government of France, the world leading syndicalist nation. United as a federation of city communes attacked by the Comité du Salut Public. Yes, I can pronounce French. Isn't that great? At least sometimes. The chief executive. Ever since its inception, however, the second commune was not uniform in its policy. Numerous factions arose. It's basically anarchism, isn't it? With different factions and everything. It's pretty great, actually. Don't judge me. Yeah, it's fine. I don't actually care. We need to take a thing. We could take that for a while, and I have nothing else to do at the moment, though. So let's do it. Puff. The 5th Anglo-Afghani War. Who cares about Afghanistan? There's war here. Okay. This is basically Gandhi. You can play Gandhi from here, which I actually did and nuked everyone, as according to scripture. What is this? Galicia, whatever. Okay. This is horrible. Worker strike. Some workers in the city have organized themselves and begun to strike, completely disrupting all industrial production within the city. They demand higher salaries. Yes, as I always do. Yes, again, minor worker strike. Siege of Ottawa. Okay. Interesting. Black Monday hits Russia. About 3 weeks ago, the Berlin Stock Exchange plunged into bottomless depth, throwing Germany's economy into an unprecedented crisis. Now the shockwaves of the crash have reached Russia. German and Bohemian-owned companies have closed down or laid off their workers. The Russian ruble, not rubble, sorry guys, losing value and its export are shrinking. Bleh. Ivan Pavlov dies. The widely known Russian physiologist died today at 86 in Petrograd. He is Nobel Prize in Medicine. Okay, it's good for us. Failure of a bombing plot. The anarchist citizens Bolsheviks have weakened the stability of our motherland, raising the cost panic in one of our major Russians. Okay, that's just crap. An attempt to negotiate with the striking workers has made all political forces in the country closely watch the meeting, and some are hoping the strike will become an impulse of further reforms in Russia. We just throw agreement, please. And with that, I leave you with the first episode. I'll go into the second civil war in Russia, I guess. It's the first episode of a series. I will play like for 40 or 50 episodes or whatnot. Please subscribe and hit the like button for this. I will not back again, but it's really important for the first episode of any given series. And thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.